All right, good afternoon, Waldron Bulldog Nation. You are on the court with Connor McKay and Mac Davis. We are in Mansfield, Arkansas this afternoon for the Bill Fry Invitational Tournament. We're about a minute away from announcing the starting lineups here in Mansfield. The Waldron Bulldogs are going to take on the Pocola Indians this afternoon. And we don't have a whole lot of information on the Pocola Indians. We do know they're good. They're quick and they're physical. I was talking to Coach actually just a little bit before the basketball game, and he just indicated we'll definitely need to come out with a hotter start tonight than what we did last night. Of course, Bulldogs got off really slow yesterday afternoon, only scoring 9 points in the first half, but followed up the second half by scoring 41 points. So with that being said, they're fixing to announce the starting lineups, and we're going to take a minute here to listen with them.
This game will feature the Pocola Indians versus the Waldron Bulldogs. And now the starting lineup for the Pocola. Starting number 20 is Eli Garrett. And starting number 25 is Zach Jones. The Indians are coached by head coach Garrett Barlow. And now the starting lineup for the Waldron Bulldogs. Starting guard number 1, Knight Stinson. Starting guard number 2, Ian Mayberry. Starting forward number 11, Fish McConnell. Starting guard number 33, Trinity Hunt. And starting forward number 33, Brendan Hoodall. The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Josh Axley and assistant Isaac Pocola.
All right, hopefully you could hear those starting lineups there. I know Mac and I, we sure could up here.
I think they could heard that from Waldron as loud as that volume's turned up. So we'll have to really watch about that when we try to let them know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. So hopefully you'll be able to hear us over the commentating of the announcer when scores are made. But anyways, we're fixing to get this ball game underway. Waldron will represent the home team on the scoreboard, and Pocola will represent the visitors. The tip's up. Pocola does get the tip, and we are underway in Mansfield, Arkansas. We don't have a roster for Pocola, so we're just going to call out numbers. You'll have to bear with us there. Pocola's starting out trying to move the ball inside the paint. First shot's up of the game. It's no good. Goes off the board. McConnell with the rebound. McConnell gets it over to Lige Stinson, and Stinson bringing the ball up the court for the Bulldogs' first possession. 7:35 left to play in the first quarter. No score yet in the ball game. Trenton Hunt with an aggressive attack, and he's going to get the first 2 points. Trenton Hunt with a good move there inside the paint. Way to be physical. The Bulldogs are on the board early. 7:20 left to play in the first quarter. Waldron takes a 2-0 lead. Looks like Waldron's going to get a quick turnover there. Stinson bringing the ball back up the court. Looks as if Pocola's in a man-to-man defense to start out the game. Dogs working the offense. Stinson in trouble in the paint, passes the ball back out to Hunt, and they'll reinitiate the offense. Mayberry with the ball, gives it down low to Holcomb. Holcomb with a pass going to be kicked. They're out of bounds by Pocola, and Waldron retains possession, Mac.
Everybody's just trying to settle their nerves.
All right, ball's inbound, and Holcomb up over the middle. Drops step to the left, and he finishes the bucket.
They're going to have to rely on that a lot tonight, Connor. We had a little trouble with the inside game last night.
Yeah, that's right, Mac. And first foul's going to be called to the game after a deep 3, kind of forced there on the Pocola edge of things. Number 5 was charged with his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Waldron will take possession with 6:25 left to play in the first quarter. It's 4-0. Waldron leads. McConnell has the ball outside the three-point line. He shoots up a 3, goes in and out. Kind of got robbed by the rim there. And Pocola with the rebound, and he's coming back the other way in a hurry. Number 5 going to put up a floater mid-range. Goes no good. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs, and Waldron comes to initiate their offense yet again. Trenton Hunt has the ball top of the key. He's going to pull up 17-foot jumper. It goes good.
A lot better start from what we had last night. The first half last night we had 9 points.
Yeah, you've almost reached that here at just a few minutes into the ball game here. Coach Ashley had mentioned there before the game started that we've got to come out hotter than what we came out the other night, and the Bulldogs have definitely done that thus far. Camden Holcomb picked up his first personal foul, and that'll be Waldron's first team foul as well. So with 5:41 left to play in the first quarter, Waldron does have an early 6-0 lead over the Pocola Indians. First free throw is up and good.
Personal foul remaining. First team at the line, Ian Hardwick for the Indians.
Second shot goes up and is good as well. Looks like Pocola's going to come out into a press after making that free throw. Man-to-man press, it looks like. Mayberry has the ball. He's pushing it up the court. He is double-teamed there at the last minute. Ball's loose on the floor. Hunt picks it up, gives it over to Lige Stinson. Lige with a powerful drive on the inside. He misses a layup. Rebounded by Holcomb. Holcomb puts it up. He gets a rebound and a score there, Mac.
We're going to need that from him tonight. Like I said a while ago, we got to develop that inside game. Anybody that knows basketball, inside, outside, is how each one of them complements each other.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When you open up that inside and start pushing the ball in and working your down low men, it kind of opens up the cultivation for an outside type of offense.
That's right.
And second team foul of the half.
Looks like Holcomb picked up his second foul there. We need the boards and the scores from him on one end. We don't need the fouls on the other end. Holcomb going to come out. Lopez checks into the game for Waldron.
Chris brings them a lot of ball handling, and there ain't a kid out there that's going to hustle any more than what he does. So he does a really fantastic job of that. Fires them up sometimes.
Scores 8-4 with 5:03 left to play in the first quarter. Stinson has the ball inbounded, gives it up the court to Mayberry. Ethan Mayberry picks up his dribble, back up to the top to Lige Stinson, and Bulldogs are going to initiate an offense. Waldron looks like they're trying to run a set play. They're setting some screens, moving the ball around the perimeter. Looks like the ball's given into the paint to Trenton Hunt. Hunt goes up strong, and he makes it happen there. And at the 4:34 mark in the first quarter, the Bulldogs have already outscored their first half score of last night.
And they needed that. From what I understand, this is a very good Pocola team.
Yes, indeed. Number 3 there for Pocola just knocks down their first three-point bucket of the game, so you can tell he's a shooter. He's going to be somebody you want to keep your eye on. Almost halfway point through the first quarter. Scores 10-7. Pocola's going to be charged with a foul. Mac, you'll notice as Waldron brings the ball up the floor, generally what happens, one of their guards comes off to double team on that press to try to create some chaos there for the Bulldog offense.
I noticed that. They're quick.
And luckily for Waldron, it's worked out where they've been a little bit too physical both times coming in. So Hunt just misses a 3. Rebounded by Pocola. They're going to turn it right back over to Lige Stinson. Stinson drives into the paint. It's going to be picked out from behind. Waldron's going to retain possession.
I'm going to try to position this, Connor, where we can see a little bit better. Maybe that'll be better for our viewers. We'll try that.
Bulldogs do inbound the ball. It was tipped and knocked out of bounds there. Number 2 by Pocola. Score still 10-7. Waldron does have an early lead in the ball game with 3:40 left to play in the first quarter. Trenton Hunt driving in.
Nice dish.
Drops the pass off to Chris Lopez. Lopez misses the layup. Rebounded by Pocola. And they're going to bring it up the other way.
The defender made him adjust his shot and made him put it up too high.
Bulldogs look to be starting out in a 2-3 zone tonight. They're against the Indians.
Connor, I just seen him step out of bounds, but the official that's real close to it didn't see it. We'll take that.
We'll take anything we can get. Shots up and missed by the Bulldogs. Pocola's coming the other way with it. They're going to put up a shot, and it's missed. Definitely trading back and forth threes right now. Lige Stinson has the ball top of the key, gives it into Trenton Hunt. Hunt takes a drop step, looks to go up, but I believe they're going to call a foul on the floor. Number 3 was charged with a personal foul. That's going to be the 3rd team foul.
Garrett Scott. His first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Mayberry's under the bucket for Waldron to inbound the basketball. Mayberry into McConnell. McConnell has the ball now, looking to start initiating the Bulldog offense all the way back out to Lige Stinson. 2:45 left to play in the first quarter. The score's 10-7. Waldron has the lead. Lopez now has the ball, free throw line extended. Dogs looking for some kind of open offense. Pocola playing some good defense right now.
Of course, we're playing with a shot clock too. It's down to 10, and that's something they got to get used to.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that, Mac, that the scoreboard is, or that the shot clock is up and running tonight. I actually just noticed that when you made mention of it. .2:11 left to play in the first quarter. The score's 10-7. Waldron still has an early lead over Pocola. Pocola inbounds the ball, and they're coming back up to initiate their offense.
Steal by McConnell. We can't miss many of those, Connor.
McConnell did a great job getting out ahead of that ball. I'm not sure if the Pocola defender may got a hand on it or if it was just a missed layup, but either way, it didn't go in, and Pocola come up with the rebound. So 1:40 left to play here in the first quarter now, and Pocola is shooting some threes. As much as they're shooting, they hadn't hit many early, but that indicates to me that they're probably a shooting team.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see is then just keep shooting. Eventually, they're going to start falling.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. Pass looked to be a little forced there by Stinson. Pocola comes up with a turnover.
Counted the bucket.
So after the turnover, Pocola, number 3, ends up driving into the lane. He draws a blocking foul against Chris Lopez, which is going to be his first. Shot went in, so that'll be an and one shot there. He misses the shot, so it'll be 10-9 now. Mayberry has the ball coming up the court for the Bulldogs. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mayberry initiating the Bulldog offense, passes it off to Chris Lopez. Lopez looking down low to Trenton Hunt. Hunt's posting up down in the paint. Not a place you're used to seeing him, but it's definitely a place he's physical enough to be.
No doubt. Oh, we got to take care of the ball.
Bulldogs with yet another turnover. Looks like Pocola ends up missing the shot, though. And here comes Waldron.
Get in there.
Lige Stinson gives the Bulldogs a 12-9 lead after that layup there by Stinson. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pocola now initiating their offense as well. Bulldogs still set up in a 2-3 zone. Pass is tipped. Picked off by Trenton Hunt. Hunt coming the other way. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and with 18 seconds, Waldron will have the ball out of bounds. They might run a set play here, Mac. I'm not sure. If they don't get the set play they want in off the inbound, they may hold the ball for the last shot. They're going to give it right over the top to Camden Holcomb.
Should have been a jump ball. If that defender goes up and he's got his hand on top and the shooter cannot get rid of the ball, that should have been a jump ball, but he called a travel when he come back down.
I think everybody in the gym probably expected it to be a jump ball. However, they actually called a walk.
Official pulling a player out. I'm not sure what happened.
Not sure if maybe he had blood or possibly has blood on him. Maybe. Officials giving Coach Ashley an explanation right now as to why he called a walk. I'm not sure if it's going to satisfy Ashley or not.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not.
From way up here, I know we're not the officials, but from way up here, it looked to be a jump ball, but call was a travel anyways. Holcomb was able to get a good rebound there, and the Bulldogs led the whole first quarter, Max. Scores 12-9 at the end of the first.
Hey, we're not only in the game, but we're on top. And as good as a team as I've heard about Pocola, I couldn't be happier with that first quarter. And we got 3 good quarters to come. And I think from tonight versus last night's game, we've got more of those inside games been going on. Last night, I think we started relying so much on the 3 because we got down. But once we started coming back, it took the combination of inside and out, like we discussed, that got them back into the game, and then we just run off and left them.
Yeah, that's right, Mac. And, you're playing a good Pocola team tonight. This isn't a Pocola team. This is a team that's quick, that's physical, they can shoot. And with that being said, the Bulldogs play a pretty good first quarter there. Definitely a better first quarter than it was the first half. And they'll come out with an early lead in the second quarter.
I can promise you Ashley's happy with what that is.
And us as Bulldog fans, we're pretty pleased with it ourselves.
Yeah.
Again, Pocola's a team out of Oklahoma. We are playing an out-of-state team today. As well as yesterday's game would have been an out-of-state team.
Played Vian yesterday.
All right, and we are underway here in the second quarter. Waldron does have possession to start the second quarter. Scores 12-9. Dogs lead over the Indians, and that looked mighty physical down low there, but Waldron's going to come up with a turnover, and Pocola's coming the other way with it. A jump stop in the middle of the paint. Number 5, it goes no good. He gets his own rebound. Defense is scrambling. Another floater going up, and unfortunately, Holcomb's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, he's got to let him come down after that shot. He
had
good intentions. He's wanting to block out, but you got to allow that defender to come down.
And they kind of threw him off a little bit, and you'll notice Pocola's been doing that a lot, is coming in with some floaters. Yeah. And anytime you jump into the air as an offensive player, you have to have a right to come down somewhere. So when you get up under him, that's going to be a foul every time. Unfortunately, Holcomb picks up his 3rd personal foul, and that hurts the Bulldogs. 7:37 left to play in the second quarter. Waldron does have the lead, 12-10 over the Pocola Indians. Shot's up and is good. And Pocola's coming out in that man-to-man press, and it's really not a press, it's just pressure.
Put pressure on the ball, yeah. Basket's good.
That's some really good offense.
They were patient not to force that pass. A lot of times when they get in trouble, anybody gets in trouble, they want to get rid of that ball quick, but they were very patient, and it paid off.
Extra free throw goes over Pocola with 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Pocola now moving the ball around the perimeter. Bulldogs playing good defense, not really letting them throw the ball inside much. They hadn't been very good from outside thus far, and so you kind of like to see those outside shots as long as they're not falling.
That's right.
So the Bulldogs did a pretty good job of locking down the inside there and end up getting a turnover. And here comes Lige Stinson with a nice pass over to Tree. Shot because the foul was committed on the floor before the shot. So Waldron's going to take the ball under the goal.
I like the fact that we're attacking that goal. Even though they've got 5 team fouls.
Hunt, 16-foot jumper goes no good. Pocola gets.
I don't like the mismatch down low. When that ball swings, number 22, I don't know how tall he is. We don't have a roster. He looks to be 6'3", maybe 6'4". Yep, there it goes, right to him. Did I call that, Connor?
I'd say you called it. And you kind of noticed that I feel like McConnell may have got lost there in space and wasn't really aware of the whereabouts of where 22 was. But
he's been going back and forth. Every time that ball crosses, he'll sneak over.
And that's something that in a 2-3 zone, that's going to be your goal is to find the pockets, find the holes.
The key to that is communication. You got to talk on defense.
Yeah, and that's
a lot of people don't realize how much a vocal game that basketball should be, the communication between players and teammates.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there.
Well, he still got it.
5:52 left to play in the first half. It's 15-12. Waldron does still have the lead over Pocola.
Got number 2 again, I think.
That all pretty well. He was setting a screen, and number 2 just he really did try to push through him.
The official had to give him a little extra instruction.
He picks up his
McConnell's
third
there.
foul.
No, he should have came down with it.
You know, I've always been a believer that when somebody takes a charge down low like that, an official has to call a block or a charge. It's got to be one or the other
yeah.
when there's contact. However, neither was called. But on the other end, something was, and fortunately for the Bulldogs, it was in our favor.
That's right.
They call a blocking foul.
His first personal foul, 17.
Get in there.
Stenson's first free throw is up and good. 17-14 is the score. Waldron leads over Pocola with 5:15 left to play in the first half. Pocola's moving the ball around the perimeter right now. Waldron's done a fairly decent job of preventing the ball from getting inside. Again, like Mack had said earlier, you've really got to keep an eye on 22 because there's a mismatch there, and he does a good job at finding the open pockets. Clock's down to 5 minutes now here in the first half. 17-14 is the score.
Oh, if he hadn't have slapped at it, he made him adjust the shot. I know a lot of players love to knock that ball and send it into the stands. But the truth is, you just want him to adjust it.
You know, when the hand is up, that's not the foul. The foul comes in when you come down. And I've always been a believer that, especially at the high school level, if you can have somebody adjust their shot and still make it, tip your hat off to them. They made a good shot.
That's right. That is right.
Now, when you get into the college and NBA level, you're expected to make shots like that. But the key is to contest it. Contest shots, try to prevent fouls. That is McConnell's second, so he's still okay.
He had good position.
Score 17-15 with 4:45 left to play in the first half. Well, they like calling them blocks today.
Basket's good, so we're going to count that.
Number 5 with a very physical drive inside. Chris Lopez took what I would have liked to have called a nice charge.
Chris is he'll normally give you a couple of those charges a game.
Vian just takes their first lead of the game. It's 18-17. Vian leads with 4:30 left to play in the second quarter. And I think it's really important for the Bulldogs to respond right here because you've been kind of dry on offense the last few possessions. It's really important you don't force something here. Get some good offense going and let the defense make a mistake.
I'm not about stalling a whole lot, but you keep their offense off, Connor, and that's a big deal.
Bulldogs took a pretty good shot there. Lopez missed the three. He was open for the shot, so can't complain about the shot. However, it didn't fall. Vian gets the rebound, passed into the short corner there. From short corner into the middle of the paint.
Good
shot
rebound
goes
by
up and no good. Mayberry with a good rebound, as Max said. And Lige Simpson's going to come back and shoot a three. Contested, not a real high percentage shot. And Vian with the rebound there. Bulldogs trying to get something going offensively. They've been kind of dry for about 2 minutes now, and offense scores 18-17. Vian just recently took their first lead of the game. Number 3 with a 12-foot jumper. Jumper goes good, and Vian extends the lead to 3 points. 3:29 left to play in the second quarter. It's 20-17. Vian leads over the Bulldogs. Waldron coming back down the court. Owens with the ball, free throw line extended. He passes the ball one-handed into Chris Lopez. And it's going to be a turnover for the Bulldogs, and here comes Vian the other way.
Open.
He had a clear lane from coast to coast there, Mac. And
yeah, the defense hustled back, but they just let him keep coming.
Yep. Vian's no doubt on a little run right now. The Bulldogs need to stop the bleeding. I think Coach Ashley makes a good decision to bring McConnell and Holcomb back into the game.
Could be a good time for a timeout, too. Get them settled back down.
And if the run continues, I think we could
move.
expect to see something like that. Number 11, McConnell, gets the ball inbounded. Lopez has the ball. They're going to call a travel on him. It's 22-17 with 2:54 left to play in the first half. I think Coach Ashley still makes a good decision to bring Holcomb out on the defensive side of things. Don't want to pick him up his 4th foul in the second quarter. You definitely don't want that if you can help it.
Mismatch.
Got a mismatch down low, and indeed it was.
I think what you're fixing to see, that mismatch right there has been exposed. And the way they've been running that offense and that backside guy swinging back and forth, he's got position every time because he's already on the inside.
And it really helps them out for position when they swing that ball around, because they're playing an offense that's designed to be played against that 2-3 zone. And you move with the ball. As the ball's swung around, you drop. You go from short corner to high post, short corner to high post. And he was in real good position. The ball was swung around. He had outside leverage, and not only outside leverage, but he had height leverage.
Yeah.
Coach Ashley,
right now, both teams have 7 fouls apiece, so we're going to go to the free throw line from here to the rest of the half. I believe I'd be pressuring this ball and see what I could get on the charity line.
And I think that's a good call there, Mac. And I also think it's a good call, Coach Ashley, there to call a timeout quick and kind of get the players reined in. 2:35 left to play in the first half. Vian leads 24-17 over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have been in a scoring drought for about 4 minutes now.
It's been a while.
Bulldogs working on some offense. Lopez has the ball, gives it over to Tandem Holcomb. Holcomb has the ball. He's triple teamed down low. He finds a way to go up with it. Shot goes no good. He gets the rebound, gives it over to McConnell. McConnell has the ball up top now, gives it over to Stinson. Stinson now directing the Bulldogs offense. Double screen set there for the Bulldogs. Stinson going to take a 15-foot jumper, a very contested shot.
Ball goes out of bounds. Holcomb's up high for the ball. The defender comes from behind him, knocks the ball out of his hand, but turns around and gives the ball back to Pocola. Did you see it that way?
That's what it looked like to me. Minute 50 left to play in the first half. Bulldogs now playing a 2-3 up is what I like to call it anyways, where they pressure the ball up top. 3-point bucket shot and missed. Still been very fortunate to see him missing a lot of those shots early. Hunt coming back down the other way. He was pickpocketed. Looks like number 5 for Vian drives in, makes a good physical play. The ball goes in. He's going to the line for one more. Lopez picks up a foul.
Foul number 3, Chris Lopez. His second personal foul of the game. In the game for the number 1, Austin Hardy. And in the game for the Bulldogs,
minute 32 left to play. Here in the second quarter, it's 26-17. Pocola leads over Waldron. Bulldogs had a pretty good first quarter, a good start to the second quarter, and they've been in a scoring drought for about 4.5 minutes now.
We kind of went cold on the inside, and we forced a few on the outside. Some of the turnovers don't help. Missed a few at the free throw line, and all that stuff just adds up. And they've had some and ones. What is that? Maybe their third and one?
Yeah, and the bucket does go good, so it's 27-17. Pocola extends to their largest lead of the night at 10 points. They've been doing a real good job at picking that ball. Some refs, they'll actually call that a foul whether if you make contact or not, just for reaching in. However, these officials thus far hadn't. Looks like ends up tying up the ball, a jump ball. The possession goes to Pocola, and they've got it back with 1:22 left to play in the second quarter. Pocola coming down to initiate the offense. Moving the ball way outside the perimeter right now. Ball thrown into the high post, intercepted by Lopez. Lopez coming the other way. Looked like he got fouled. No foul was called. Lopez missed the shot. Pocola got the board. Lopez with a big hustle coming back the other way. Great hustle there by Lopez to kind of get back in there and get the ball back. Hunt wasn't paying attention. Ball was intercepted.
Track meet right now.
And things are pretty chaotic on the court right now. Elijah Stinson was able to poke that ball from behind there for the Bulldogs to prevent a score with 50 seconds left to play in the first half. It's 27-17. Pocola has the ball under the goal inbounding. Deep three shot by Pocola. Off the iron, no good. I was going to tell you I saw him step out that time.
Well, I was wondering if he was going to notice that Pocola steps out of bounds. Waldron's ball, 43.4 left before the half. The second quarter is going to be one that we want to forget.
That's definitely been a struggle, some second quarter. I hope you can go in here at halftime and regroup. Maybe get a score before halftime. Kind of going with just a little bit of momentum coming out here for the second half. Hunt has the ball. He doesn't have a dribble. Gives the ball over to Stinson. Ashley's on his feet. He fired up about something.
He's not happy with something.
He's trying to call a timeout.
He's not happy.
Beginning to wonder if they, I beginning to
believe
wonder
what
if
he's
they were
seeing
going
is
to
some
see
holding going on down there, and it's pretty obvious, and they're not calling it, and that's what Ashley's mad about.
And then Ashley was attempting to call a timeout there, and almost thought they weren't going to give him one.
He had to walk out on the court to get it, didn't he? You know, those officials got a hard job, too. They get involved, and sometimes I think you can probably just get focused in on what you're doing there and forget that coach sometimes yells at you. When we're at the score table back at home, I've witnessed several times a coach be within 10 feet of that referee screaming at the top of his lungs to get a timeout, and he almost would have to go tap him on the shoulder. So they got a tough job.
And Ashley is absolutely demanding an answer from the official who I don't think was ever really excited about coming over and talking to him.
I doubt many of them are.
That's one thing that I really have come to like about Coach Ashley is he goes to battle for his players. He'll stand in for them, and sometimes you have to be that way. I mean, you always want to be respectful as you can, but sometimes you just simply have to stand up when you know that something is or isn't being called that should be. So we appreciate Coach Ashley for that.
Shot clock violation. That's the first time that's come into play tonight. That right there is just not being used to playing with the shot clock.
Yeah, I think it's really good that in this tournament they're doing that because that sets up for next year. For all of you Bulldog fans who aren't aware, beginning next year, all of our high schools in the state of Arkansas will begin observing the rule of the shot clock.
Yeah, what you're going to see is right above the goal, if I can get it. You're going to see that right there. It'll have the game clock, Connor, as well as a 35-second countdown clock for a shot. So you'll see that next year.
And that will absolutely change the way high school basketball is played. There's teams that in championship games, in tournament games, state tournament, regional tournament, district tournament, that I've even seen that would stall for minutes and minutes at a time to try to prevent the other team's offense from really getting their groove on, if you will.
It'll definitely change the game.
I remember specifically, I was younger, probably about 12 or 13 years old, and I witnessed a game over at Heber Springs during a state tournament game where the final score was like 19-17 because the team had caught the lead and they just tried to stall. They absolutely stalled the entire game and ended up only scoring 40 total points in the whole ball game. And so that things like that will be a thing of the past in high school basketball. You won't be able to stall when it gets down to about 2 minutes and pass the ball around. You're still going to have to work your offense, and so that's really going to change things. So we're at halftime here in Mansfield, Arkansas. The Pocola Indians have a 27-17 lead over the Bulldogs. And we're going to take just a quick break here, and we will be back on live with you here in about 6 minutes for the second half of some Waldron Bulldog action. All right, we're coming to you live at halftime from Mansfield, Arkansas. Pocola, the Indians have the lead over the Bulldogs, 27-17 at the halftime mark. Mac, I was just looking back there on the live stream. Last score Waldron was able to put in the bucket in the second quarter was actually at the 5:15 mark. So Waldron goes 5 minutes and 15 seconds without scoring at all. They had a 17-14 lead over Pocola, and now the swing of the game has resulted in Pocola having a 27-17 lead over the Bulldogs after a 5-minute scoring drought.
Yeah, those dry spells like that will come in basketball, but you always hope within a few minutes that you'll turn around and see the hot streak start. But now we've dug ourselves in a hole. We're down 10 against a very good Pocola team. Did I ever tell you about that time Joseph Williams hit me with a cookie in the mouth?
No.
He's listening in New Hampshire. He sent us a shout out. We appreciate that, Joseph. They make cookies every day. Revenge is going to be mine, saith Mac. Boy, it hurt.
Oh, wow.
And I know he's laughing. That's okay, though.
That's an interesting story.
And by the way, today's my bride's birthday, so I want to say happy birthday to my bride, Jenny.
Mac, I hear she's 21 years old today.
20, yeah, I think you're right.
We'll have to answer to her later for that, won't we?
Well, no, I didn't say nothing wrong.
All right, we're getting ready to start the third quarter of action here in Mansfield, Arkansas. 27-17 is the score. Pocola has the lead, and Mac, we're underway.
Hey, the good point is we're going to start out with the ball. Mayberry's going to inbound there at half court. We'll see what we've changed. I'm sure Coach Ashley's made some changes in there. I still think we got to do the inside. We got to do that right there. It'd help if I would move that camera for us. Get it where you can see it. These young folks have been doing a really good job commentating, because you not only commentate, but you're moving the camera, you're doing all that stuff.
There's definitely a lot that goes into it. Looks like Hunt going to go to the line for the Bulldogs.
His third personal foul, second team foul of the half.
Get in there.
At the line for the Bulldogs, number 23, Trey Hunt.
Hunt a little short on his first one. His second free throw is up, and it's good. That's what we need, Connor. We started out the half right.
Yeah, that's right. After a 5-minute scoring drought, one free throw definitely a sip of water in a dry desert.
Sip of water in a dry desert.
What do they call that, an oasis?
Oh, you reached deep for that one, didn't you?
That come from the spiritual perspective.
That's right. Ball inside, Pocola up and in. Pocola's very, very mobile. They do a lot of that drop step, and they can elevate.
Hunt looked good with the move, just come up a little bit short. The score's 29-18. With 6:55 left to play in the third quarter, Pocola moving the ball around the perimeter. Ball's given into the short corner. Pass going to be picked off by Mayberry. Mayberry to Stinson. Stinson for three. Three goes no good. Holcomb with a good rebound. They're going to give a foul to number 10 there for a push in under the goal. Good call by the official.
Number 10, Trey Underwood, is the first personal foul and 13 foul of that.
Well, that's fantastic for the Bulldogs. Tim's going to pick up his second foul there. I'd have called a little earlier if I was the official. Anytime you initiate with two hands on somebody, it's an automatic foul.
Well, this is exactly what I was talking about a little bit ago. Get in there, get some fouls, hopefully on some of their key players. But putting points on that board with that clock stopped is how you catch back up. Holcomb's first shot was up and no good. And typically, Holcomb's pretty good on that free throw line. He's got a really soft touch.
You know, and you can tell that Coach actually preached it into the guys at halftime. If I'm just a fan watching, I can tell that Coach actually has really emphasized that inside. The shots will fall. The shots will come up. But kind of like we talked about earlier, when you cultivate the middle, the inside of the paint, it's going to open up the offense. And so that's a good place for the Bulldogs to start. It's a game still 19 to 20 is the score. 6-14 quarter. Pocola does have the ball inbounding it out of bounds. Goes no good off the glass. Mayberry with the rebound. Mayberry pushing the ball up the court for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass over to Stinson. Stinson looking for something off of a screen. Hunt has the ball, gives it into Holcomb. Good decision. And they're going to give 10 another foul.
That's exactly right. That'll be their 5th foul already the second half. We just got to capitalize. Whenever the time comes to go 1-1.
Is their personal foul of the game in 15 fouls.
Definitely want to be physical.
His feet wasn't set. McConnell missed a 3. His feet wasn't quite set.
Five. A little bit chaotic there for a minute. Pocola was able to capitalize, come up with the ball. 5:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Long three-point shot was up. The clock was giving them issues there, so they had to throw up a low percentage shot. And Camden Holcomb there on the other end for the Bulldogs with a very, very difficult shot. It goes in. Scores now 29-21. Bulldogs trailing the Indians.
I'm sure Rochelle McGowan liked that. That's her nephew down there. She's viewing out of state as well.
You know, that's one thing about this live stream that is so beneficial for everybody watching. No matter if you're in Waldron, it doesn't matter if you're halfway across the world. You can watch it if you have access to YouTube. So we're thankful for this opportunity.
I thought they were going to overturn that call. The ball went out of bounds underneath Waldron's goal. I thought Camden had it, but apparently it's our ball.
They will take it 29-21, 4:35 left to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs really needing to cut this gap.
Come down with it, Camden. There it is. There's that other foul. I think Coach actually heard me. Do you think?
The foul count thanks to Camden Holcomb being physical. One more foul and we're in the bonus for the rest of the ball game. And fortunately for us, we're putting them in foul trouble. The issue is we're not really capitalizing on the free throws.
Right, and man, that's painful as a coach. Those are your opportunities. Man, missed that one too. Okay. I know Rochelle's going to get him for that one.
29-21, 4:15 left to play in the third quarter. Pass given inside. Tipped out of bounds by Pocola, and Waldron's going to take possession. 4:12 left to play in the third quarter.
Pocola going to do a full court press. Again, like you said, it's not really a press, it's just a lot of pressure.
Definitely slows the ball coming up the court. It's a very beneficial way to play. Wears your players out a little bit, but if you got them in shape good and they're well conditioned, you can make it happen. Fortunately, layup was missed, tipped in by McConnell, and we'll take that. 29-23 is now the score with 3:50 left to play in the third quarter. The Bulldogs definitely making some noise on offense here. A deep three shot by Pocola goes no good. Mayberry with the rebound. He's coming up the court. Good decision by Mayberry to pull out.
Good decision. It wasn't there. Pull that ball out and set that play up.
Gives the ball over to Stinson. Stinson's at free throw line extended. Dribbles to the top of the key. Pass it over to Mayberry on the right side, free throw line extended. Good pick and roll screen. Holcomb with a layup, blocked off the board, no good. Rebounded by Pocola, coming the other way quickly. Number 5 has the ball. Short corner, three-point line. Dribbling around, comes up. Ball's now at the top of the key. Giving into the short corner, 14-foot jumper. That's a tough shot. It's a good shot. Goes in. Number 25 extends the lead. There to be 31-23 now. Pocola leading over the Bulldogs. Pass is tipped inside. Pocola's going to pick that up with 2:45 left to play in the third quarter. Pocola kind of moving the ball around the perimeter. 31-23 is the score. Ball's given into the short corner. Pass was tipped by Holcomb, ended up being intercepted by Stinson. Stinson gives the ball up to Mayberry. Mayberry coming in, gives the ball over to Holcomb. Holcomb passes it back out to Stinson. Stinson over to Mayberry.
I say keep going back inside. They're going to foul.
Looks like Holcomb maybe just a little bit shaken up there after that last play on the inside. I'm not sure if maybe he got a elbow to the side or maybe what, but they're gonna pull him out for just a minute, give him a little bit of a breather with 2:11 left to play in the third quarter. Dogs have really been doing a good job of attacking the inside here in this third quarter. Three-point bucket shot goes no good. Rebounded by 22. 22 going to be fouled, and that's going to be Waldron's first foul of the half.
You know, when you're letting them play physical, I don't know how you pick one foul out of that. It just so happened it went against us this time.
Deep three shot there. That actually gives Pocola their largest lead of the game, which is 11 points. Hunt coming down the other way.
We've changed a little bit of what we were doing to come out into the half, Connor, and it's starting to show. We got those quick fouls, and all of a sudden, we're done.
Scored now 34-23, 15-foot jumper. Turnaround jumper, that's a difficult shot to hit. He indeed does hit it, so it's 36-23.
Now we're just making mental errors.
Looks like Waldron's going to take a timeout. The Bulldogs were really battling back in. Pocola goes on a big run there and definitely puts Waldron at a pretty large deficit.
You can tell they're getting a little bit tired. They're getting a little bit sloppy with some of their passes. This is where those missed free throws really, really hurt you.
(38-23), 1:17 left to play in the third quarter. That's definitely not the time you needed to, or you wanted to see Pocola go on a run like that. Definitely some of those mistakes were kind of self-inflicted.
Well, we went from 6 down to 15 in a matter of a couple of minutes or less, actually. I say go back to going on the inside. You'll hit those open shots sometimes as they fall, but if you can just get that foul and maybe get some and ones with it, you can eat up a lead like that pretty quick.
Yeah,
they're still not out of the game.
That's right, and free throws have definitely been an issue as well. I don't have the statistics sheet on how many free throws we've missed, but I know we've missed more of them than we've made.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, Bulldogs coming back up the court. Blige Stinson has the ball, top of the key. Bulldogs moving the ball around the perimeter, tipped and intercepted.
Jenny.
And now number 3, Chris Lopez.
40-23 is now the score after that and one. He's going to the line for one more, so he's got one more coming. Shots up and good. Pocola definitely shooting well from the free throw line tonight. few of their outside shots are starting to fall. They're making some tough jumpers, and Waldron just really struggled scoring outside of their inside game. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Waldron does keep possession of it.
Get it in, Colt. Good job.
Holcomb with a good drop step to the inside there. That was a really good move there by Holcomb. 41-25 is now the score with 25 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Waldron intercepts the pass there, bringing it back the other way is Lige Stinson. Coming back to set up the Bulldog offense. McConnell need the three. In and out, doesn't go in for the Bulldogs. Lopez playing some hard D on number 5 of Pocola. Deep three is shot, goes no good. Clock's fixing to run out. Step back, three-pointer goes no good as well. That will bring us to the end of the third quarter, and it's a 16-point game, Mac, instead of a 10-point game, which is what it was at half.
And we had them down to 6.
And at one point had it within 6. We are going into the fourth quarter.
It's weird how that what little bit of momentum we had there just stopped.
Now, Pocola went on a quick run there. Things really changed quickly there for the Bulldogs. Really had them within striking distance, and really just kind of fell apart. Had some mental errors and some flaws that kind of caused us to get outside of that striking distance, if you will. And so coming out of this fourth quarter, you know, you still want to see that inside game strong, but
now you're kind of going into the desperation mode. Not only do you got to make this ground up, but you got to add more to it. So this quarter, you're going to have to really provide one of the best quarters of the game.
Yeah, you're going to have one of your better quarters of the game. You're going to have the best quarter of the game. Not only that, probably going to have to hit some shots in this quarter. Really need some shots to fall. Our outside shots hadn't been falling well today or yesterday, really.
You recall a three? I don't recall a three off the top of my head now.
I don't off the top of my head. I know we've shot several. I don't recall of one going in.
Well, they're letting them battle.
Yeah, definitely got pretty physical there.
Waldron fans are letting them hear it. The officials are letting them battle down there. There was 3 Pocola defenders, Connor, on Owens. He don't know them Owenses very well.
They're a force to be reckoned with anyway.
That's right. There's a clan of them over there, too. I know Murdy's probably over there. If not, he's listening.
I seen Murdy earlier, so I know he's up in the stand somewhere.
Okay.
And, quite a good fella, Murdy is. 7:25 left to play in the ball game. It's 41-25. Bulldogs trailing. Pass tipped and given over. Yet another turnover. From Waldron into the hands of Pocola. (43-25) is now the score. Pocola putting a lot of pressure on that Bulldog offense. Now, how you call that one?
As they call
Ref
that,
kind of did that to himself.
They called that foul, and I didn't say anything. I look over at Connor, and he's thinking the same thing I am. You let that go a while ago, but that little old foul right there.
He kind of brought that upon himself if he's getting hollered at on that
I guess
one.
so.
That does put Waldron in the bonus, actually. So Owens is going to the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is good. 43-26. Now the score with 7 minutes left to play in regulation.
Get in there. There it is.
Both free throws do go good. 43-27 is now the score.
That's a good looking shot.
Bulldogs really needing to find a rebound. They finally do. Stinson's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Personal foul was charged, number 3 there. You know, the key is when those outside shots go up, Mac, especially when you're on defense, you've got to find somebody to put a body on to get that rebound. Bulldogs were kind of struggling to do that there. Stinson did come up with the rebound, fortunately, and he was fouled in that process. So he's going to the line for a 1-and-1. First shot goes up and good. 43-28 now the score. Second shot's up and good.
What's it going to take, Connor?
Very aggressive defense, and you're going to have to hit some shots. I think you can still fight your way back into it, but if you're going to do it, you need to do it pretty quick.
Five seconds on the shot clock. They get the shot off. Ball almost goes in off the rebound. New shot clock, shot up by Pocola, up, no good.
Thing that kind of
for the rebound.
confuses me
Waldron
there.
gets it. Well, Pocola player reached from behind,
Thing that
fouled
kind of
Mayberry.
Yeah, it kind of confuses me, Matt, because I believe the rule is, at least in college and NBA, is when a shot goes up, it's got to hit the rim in order for that shot clock to be restarted. So
When it hits the rim.
So that shot didn't initially hit the rim, but was rebounded by Pocola, and then they gave him a new shot clock.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't catch that, but you're right.
And that's what Ashley
That's what
is.
Ashley said.
That's what he's in the official's ear about down there, and naturally would be. However, Waldron came up with the ball.
Come out to the good.
Yeah, Waldron came out with the ball.
Over the back right there by Pocola, so Waldron's going to go to the line again. This is what I'm telling you. I said it from right on the beginning of the third quarter. Get those fouls.
And you know, Coach, Coach,
Mac. You call me Coach. That's okay. You can call me Coach.
Coach Davis.
McConnell at the line. First one up is good.
No, there's still a lot of ball game left to be played, and the shot clock makes a difference because Pocola still has to play their offense. So Waldron plays 35 seconds of solid defense every possession. I think you can fight your way back into this.
It's still manageable at 5:51 in the game. Second shot is up for McConnell, and it's good as well.
43-32, Bulldogs back to within 11 of the Pocola Indians, and dare I say they're getting pretty close to being within striking distance yet again. As the shot clock's now at 25 seconds for Pocola. Pocola has led as much as nearly 20 points, I believe. 18
is what it was.
18, I believe, is what they were leading by at 1 point. Shot clock's down to 5. They're going to have to get a shot up pretty quick. Played good defense, and Holcomb there to get the rebound. Shot goes no good. Mayberry bring the ball back up the court. Hunt has the ball, shoots a deep three. Goes no good. Boy, it would have been good to have it. I think at times you're going to have to start shooting some shots like that. So
we got to crash the boards. We had one rebounder down there, Holcomb, and there wasn't any way he could do anything about it. You have got to crash those boards,
especially at this time in the game. Fisher's going to call a jump ball.
I thought they were going to call McConnell with a foul. McConnell run out of bounds.
It was awful physical.
He run out of bounds on a hustle play, comes back in behind the Pocola player, reached for the ball, and they call it a tie-up. I thought he was going to get that foul. They ought to count that basket, huh, Connor?
We'd rather have the basket at this point.
Continuation.
Do believe they'll go ahead and get free throws, though. Holcomb's going to go to the line for the Bulldogs. 4:38 left to play in the ball game.
His second personal foul. Team foul number 33, Camden Holcomb at the line for the Bulldogs.
The officials are trying to discuss something in the middle of the lane.
We are in the double bonus at this time, so free throws at this point in the game are just crucial. You have to have every free throw.
Oakland's first shot up, and it's good.
Bulldogs now within 10.
I love nothing more than putting points on that board when that clock ain't going.
That's right.
You need your senior to make these. Well, he's one of two.
4:35 left to play in the ball game. 43-33. The Bulldogs are within 10.
Oh, can't let him drive. Shot up off the rim too hard. Out of bounds. They're going to call it Pocola ball.
Pocola's got the ball. They get a fresh shot clock after that shot.
He's inbounding underneath the goal. Gets it up to nearly the top of the key. Passes over to the near side. Back it to the top of the key. They're looking to just move that ball around. They were looking to try to go inside, Connor, but the defense done a really good job of reacting. McConnell with a big block. Stinson on the way at the other end pulls up a three. Good. They needed that.
That was a good shot. Bulldogs now within striking distance, 43-36.
I think that's our first three. Now, you will have to confirm it, but in the fourth quarter, 3:51, our first three came.
Fantastic shot by Stinson. Needed it. He felt it. And because of the fact he felt it, he shot it. And I think that was a really good basketball player decision.
Sometimes when you feel it, you feel it.
Not
being
a real
shooter, I understand what that means.
Absolutely. Not a real high quality shot, not a real high percentage shot. But for the moment, it's needed. If that goes in, I know Coach ain't complaining. So 43-36, 3:43 left to play in the ball game. Pocola's only got 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Pocola's going to do the same thing. They're just going to take that thing around the perimeter. What they're doing, the shot clock's down to 5. They don't pay attention to the shot clock. Down to 2, shot is up. No good. Rebound Waldron. Hunt pulls it down.
Kind of makes it where you have to shoot a pressured shot, a rush shot.
That's exactly what they do. Inside Hokel mishandles it. Gets the ball. He dives. Call timeout. Call timeout. McConnell struggling for the ball. Fight for the ball. Let it go. Waldron ends up with it.
They didn't call him
with it
for
up the top, over to Mayberry to the near side. Dribbling inside, takes big hop, calls a walk. You hate to see that. You'd like to see him kind of pull it out at that time, reset. Everybody was all over the place. But I didn't like the decision. I didn't mind the decision because they could have easily fouled him too and went back to the free throw line.
I'm a little confused on the travel call. You're still allowed your pivot foot after a jump stop, and I feel like he kept that pivot foot.
I didn't think he walked, but again, I don't know what he saw, what I didn't see.
2:40 left to play in the ball game. Bulldogs really needing that offense to come into play for them. Shot clock's at 15. Kind of a
we needed that turnover.
Pass. Yeah, kind of an odd pass inside was tipped. Pocola does come up with
calls
it.
a walk. We needed that, Connor. We needed that. With 2:26 left in the game, 36-43, it's doable.
It's absolutely doable. You're going to have to put some points on the board every possession at this point. You got to really take care of the basketball. Mayberry has it. Free throw line extended. Gives it up to Stinson. Stinson now has the ball, top of the key. He's going to shoot another deep three. And boy, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. That
4-point ball game.
That brings the ball game to within 4 points with 2 minutes left to play.
And Waldron's got some fouls to give. Our team fouls were only 3. So they can afford to be aggressive here. The shot up.
Low quality shot.
I don't mind that foul right there. The Pocola player got the ball under the rim. McConnell may not have meant to shove him, but what it did cause him to do is miss the shot. I'm fine with that. Make him earn it at the stripe, because otherwise it probably would have been an easy basket.
I think it's a good foul there. 1:46 left to play in the ball game. It's 39-43. First free throw's up and good. Still a 2-possession ball game right now. Stinson got hot from the three-point line when we needed him. Hit 2 big threes there. Second free throw's up and good. 45-39 is now the score, and if you're Waldron, you got to push it up the court at this point. Mayberry going all the way in for it. Not a high quality shot there, and kind of forced. And you can expect to see Pocola starting to try to withhold the ball a little bit here, starting to play a little bit of a stall offense, which you'll notice kind of double-edged sword. It's positive for Pocola in the realm of keep the ball away from Waldron. However, it's also kind of gives them a hard time to get their offense up and going. Right there, they clearly didn't have that problem, so I eat my words. 47-39 is now the score after Pocola's score there. We're under a minute left to go in the ball game, and at this point you are desperate. You got to make some shots.
Yeah, you're going to have to put them up. I was kind of hoping they'd back off McConnell, not thinking he could shoot the ball, but if they've done their scouting report, he's got a really nice touch from the outside. We're wasting a lot of time. Holcomb with the foul. That's a rebound foul.
You know, you got to give it to the Dogs. They've really done a good job at getting back into the ball game, giving themselves a chance down the stretch. But you're going to have to play some up defense now because you're almost.
We left the Pocola defender open under the goal.
Maybe not that much up. 49-39, back to a 10-point game now. Stinson shoots the ball. He's going to be fouled before the shot, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots with 22 seconds left to play in the ball game.
His third personal foul of the game. Number 1.
I wish they'd make a shot past half court, a 5-pointer. Wouldn't that be interesting?
If there were such thing, that would be interesting.
It would. Live made his first. His second one's up good as well.
49-41 is now the score. Waldron's going to take a timeout with 22 seconds
We
left to play in the
were
ball game.
right there, Connor. We were right there. And just a couple of little mishaps, and we're back down chasing it again. What I really like to watch is, if you're going to be down, I understand. But what I like is these guys haven't given up. They've been really fighting and fighting hard.
That's right. You know, being down 18, you know, there in the third quarter.
It's almost fixing to look like a runaway, but you just can't look at it. You got to look at it 1 point at a time. Same thing on the football field. It can add up quick on any given night, but that don't mean it can't turn around for you as well, and that's what happened to us.
That's right. And you definitely made it doable. You know, definitely made it doable, and it still is. You're going to have to hit some shots and get some quick turnovers. But with 22.7 seconds, 49-41 is the score. Pocola does have the lead over the Bulldogs.
I was trying to remember. There was a game I was watching, one of the state championships. I think Carnegie. I think as Brian Bailey was telling me. He showed me a video. I can't remember who they were playing, but they were down a lot. And in some weird happenstance, it happened. They come from behind in just a matter of seconds, won the state championship.
We know that's why you play the game, because anything can happen at any time. As long as there's time left on that clock, anything can happen. So Waldron's going to now play.
They're going to be forced to foul. Of course, that's just going to be our 6th, if I got it right.
On the scoreboard, they still got it showing 5.
That may be accurate. So even if we foul, we're just basically stopping the clock for now until we get them on the free throw line.
They've got 6 on the scoreboard now. I guess you were right, Mac. They had it wrong on the scoreboard because they just added another one to it. So 49-41. Cola's at the line for their first one and one at the half. First one's up and good. 50-41 is now the score.
Well, I put that on.
Second shot's up and good. 51-41. Here comes Mayberry pushing the ball hard up the court. Mayberry going to shoot a step back three, and it goes good.
Number 2, Ethan Mayberry.
Waldron's within 7.
They're not going
With
away
9
easy,
seconds.
are they?
Bulldogs bring to within 7 with 9 seconds left to play.
Connor, so far the big difference in this game is that second quarter. That second quarter really hurt us.
Now, we definitely went on a 5-minute scoring drought, 5-minute and 15-second scoring drought there in the second quarter. That really makes it difficult. You know, it kind of goes back to yesterday's game against Vian. When you go that amount of time without scoring, it's hard. You know, you only put up, 9 points in the first half. It's hard to especially compete with a good team like Pocola. You have to capitalize on your offensive game.
I wished I had the stats of how many free throws we have missed, and it's hard to make 100%. I mean, I've been there, you've been there. I don't know. I've actually heard one coach say free throws didn't make a difference in the game, and I don't know. That's
You've
the
heard him
dumbest
say
thing
they
I
don't
ever
make a
heard.
difference?
He said it didn't make a difference in the game.
I was raised up always
Out of
hearing.
respect, I won't say the name, but he couldn't be any further from the truth.
Yeah, I was raised up there in my high school years of basketball by Coach Brown's, always saying that a free throw will win or lose you a ball game, and I believe that to be the truth. Looks like that's going to be the ball game here at Mansfield, and Waldron's going to fall victim to the Pocola Indians, 51-44. That is the final score. So the Bulldogs will make their way into the consolation bracket of this tournament.
In the championship game tomorrow night at 6:30.
I just got a text there from our girls coach, Tracy Adams. She's informed me that the Waldron girls will play Mulberry tomorrow at 12:15. So make sure to tune in or make the trip up here to Mansfield for tomorrow's 12:15 tip-off for the girls. We appreciate Coach Tracy Adams, all she does for our basketball programs here in Waldron. We appreciate Coach Ashley, Coach Twiggs, all of our basketball coaches, boys and girls all across the board. We sure do appreciate them. Bulldogs do fall victim tonight, and we will be cutting off the live stream from this point. We'll see you guys next time.